Hi, I just had a little more to add about my last video. Um, in my last video, I was discussing this diagram. And I just wanted to say, in the 9-layer cosmic Earth model, which is this model, the Earth acts as a living organism. Each layer depends on the health of the nucleus, Midgard, or what we know to be Earth. Within our crust, Svartalfheim exists, and beyond that, Hell. Within Hell lies Muspelheim, the fiery powerhouse of the entire organism, and within that lies the Abyss, or Urd's Well. Beyond Midgard, through our atmosphere and beyond the concealment of the firmament, lies the divine realms. We have Jotunheim, Vanaheim, Alfheim, and Asgard, all increasing in size and frequency. Think of the Earth as a set of Russian dolls, one within the other, each separated by air and an energetic firmament to contain the waters of the next world. Down the center lies our axis, filled with a brine of ether and salt water. This brine is forced through all 9 realms through a series of whirlpools, creating a waterfall that flows from north to south. That entry and exit point would exist on Midgard as well as the other realms. It is how beings are able to travel through the realms, but they must have the right keys to traverse different levels of frequency and likely radiation. This entry and exit point explains a lot about the Antarctic Treaty and why we cannot visit the poles. It also explains ancient accounts of a whirlpool in the North Pole, as well as an opening in Antarctica by ancient explorers. The central axis also explains why everyone sailed. It was the only way to reach other lands. You would be able to sail every ocean by crossing the center axis. This also explains why alien craft is often both aquatic and terrestrial. They have the ability to travel the skies, enter the ocean, and traverse the central axis, allowing for travel between all realms. We are unable to travel. Our firmament has been fortified, and though it is likely that the elites are damming up the power flow in the South Pole, they are just as trapped as the rest of us. We are being contained. Our vibration is too low and is a hindrance to the outer realms. Until we find balance, there will be no travel for us. This also points to the fact that aliens are simply divine or immortal beings from other realms. Because as life sizes upward, so does the life expectancy. In the 9-layer Earth, everything breathes as one, and when in harmony, it is possible to traverse each realm. Many of us access them with our minds, because although we have been physically cut off, the word still travels through the central axis. This is why God can hear us, but we cannot physically access him, only listen for his command. And in listening, we are aligning ourselves with the central axis, the aether, or energy pulse within. Time itself would expand as the worlds grow outward, and it would flow more quickly here than it would in the outer realms. The great deep above contains the Midgard serpent, the colossal serpent that encircles our world. It would make sense that it resides at the bottom of Jotunheim's ocean, just beyond our firmament. A giant serpent in the land of giants, guarding the firmament of our world. The elites would intentionally, and strategically hide all of this from us due to the following. The monopoly on the central axis. In a globe model, energy is finite and difficult to extract. oil, gas, nuclear. The North and South Poles are literal free energy taps. A power dam telling the public these zones are uninhabited icelands allows them to dam the power while forcing the rest of us to pay for resources. Excuse me. Travelgate. If the public knew they could travel the realms by essentially traversing the whirlpools, the current economic and border-based systems would collapse. Preventing biological scaling. If we are kept at the core, we are small and manageable. If humans upscaled by traveling realms, we would become giants ourselves and gain longer lifespans, greater strength, and even godlike cognitive abilities. They are preventing the cattle from becoming gods. This model proves the universe is constructed, not accidental. The Big Bang suggests we are an accident in a cold, dead vacuum. It makes people feel small and hopeless. As well as if we knew the gods were directly forging our reality, we would no longer look to presidents or parliament, but to the central axis for guidance. Our leaders view themselves as the zookeepers and perhaps have contracts to maintain the core, to keep it stable, which they have not. To successfully suppress this knowledge, CGI and satellites would be used to provide a fake view of the globe. The Antarctic Treaty would be to make sure no private citizen ever sees the exhaust point of the axis. And education systems would train the human mind to find other ideas of the world to be ridiculous, ensuring that even when truth is spoken, it is mocked. Sound familiar?